Hello there. Thank you for joining us for the Natural Lifestyle Show. I'm Billy.
I'm Angel.
And we have Baby.
Say hi. Hi.
Yay!
She's been talking so much ever since we sat down. She just looks forward to this.
She loves the chit chat.
Say yeah. See, I sit with Mommy when we do the editing, and I can't wait to listen to it again.
Editing assistant.
Yeah, she's the editing assistant. Yeah. Well, we hope you've had a great week. We have.
Oh, we have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always grateful. Beautiful weather. Beautiful family. Very thankful. Beautiful baby. We've done some really interesting videos today. We'll tell you a little bit about what we did.
Okay.
Yeah, without going too much involved. We did our first funny video today.
I thought all our videos were funny.
This is purposely funny. This is like a parody.
Oh.
You were in it.
Oh, I was in it? Okay.
He was in it.
Didn't I know?
Yeah, how did I do that? How did I get him in a video he didn't even know about? But yeah, it's just check it out. We don't want to tell you too much about it, but it's funny. Check it out. It'll say in the title that it's a parody. Also did a recipe video of tuna, and it was super delicious. I ate 3. I should have only ate 2.
Tuna where?
Tuna.
Where's that at?
It's somewhere in Texas, I think.
Okay.
It's a food, which he does not like that type of stuff. So maybe if I make the raw tacos later in the week, he might eat one of those. But now, if he tried it, he would like it. The problem is he won't try it.
Is that a problem?
That's the problem.
Oh. You got any money?
Whatever. So if I pay you, you'll try it. Is that what you're saying?
Depends on
how much.
That's right.
And yeah, if we want little bitty piece for however much money. Let's see. And we're going to tell you about the kind of wildlife that we have in our yard.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our family.
Yeah, we're a wild family. Now let me tell you about the spider I found in the front yard yesterday. Now we are in like the southern kind of part of the U.S. So just to tell you that in case you might know what kind this could be to be in this area. Well, I was out there picking dandelion greens for Billy here. Out in the yard. Now I picked up one of the dandelion leaves and it had this very small bug on it that was gold metallic. I mean, it was metallic, just glittering. And it had like 2 black dots on the back, as well as a little bit of other black coloring. Mm-hmm. And I thought it might have been a tick at first, but like when I held up the leaf, it kind of came down off of its web, spindle, whatever.
Like a little robot.
Yeah, but it was crazy. I mean, it was small enough to be a tick. That's the first metallic spider I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was really something. I wish that I had, I wished I had the camera with me. If I see another one outside, I will try my best to take a picture.
Good deal.
Yeah, but I mean, there's only like 2 kinds of poisonous spiders that I know of in our area. So, I mean, but a lot of times you hear that things that might be kind of showy might be poisonous. So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but, I find it very interesting. And if you know anything about it, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear more about this little spider. Please.
It's her new friend.
Please.
Is it Mommy's new friend?
And under our, what would you call it, a carport? What is that?
Garage?
Shelter.
Yeah.
Well,
car shelter.
Yeah, you park cars under it. Well, we have this bird nest in the corner of it. And, when we walked by, well, I first noticed that there was baby birds in it like about 2 or 3 days ago. I was in the kitchen and had the blinds up because in the daytime I like to put the blinds up and let the sun shine in. Well, I looked over there and I happened to see a bird fly up to the corner and these little heads shoot up and their mouths open up. And I was like, wow, there's baby birds in there.
That's probably shouldn't put a camera up.
Yeah, I'm going to try to film these baby birds. Because when we go out there, sometimes they'll have their heads sticking over the edge of the nest. And they have this hair that just sticks up like a crazy hairdo.
Oh, they got one of the newfangled hairdos the kids are doing now.
Oh, yeah. They want to be different like everybody else.
Yeah. I want to be everything but me.
But the first day that we went out there and that I knew about them, they had their heads over the nest, and when we would walk by, they would open up their mouths and chirp, 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 and they have really high-pitched little chirps.
That's because they wanted you to throw some crumbs up there, you know, like bread.
But the other days, you know, following days, sometimes we'll see them like leaning over a little bit, but they haven't been as active or responsive to us as they were that first day. Also, I want to tell you about the butterflies in the driveway.
You got butterflies in the driveway?
We have butterflies in the driveway.
Wow.
These butterflies are different because most butterflies, they have the colorfulness on both sides of their wings, I thought. Well, these only have the colorfulness on the inside of their wings, which I thought only moths were like that. But they
Maybe
look,
they're moths.
but they look like butterflies because it's like on the inside it's black and I think yellow and white. But their behavior is what really interests us because they will pick one spot and sit in it. We have one at one area and one at the other area. And it's like they just sit in this spot. But when you walk to them, they will fly up in the air and they will fly around you in a circle. And they'll do things like, you know, tassel the hair on your head.
Wow.
It came down and like, you know, flapped around Eliana's eye.
They gave you a kiss.
Yeah, it landed on my dad's shoulder and just sat there. One of them did.
Oh, he got it trained.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
And yesterday I went out and took a picture of one of them, and it kind of like attacked the camera a little bit.
Wow, it said, don't take pictures of me.
And then it just sat down, it got closer from the spot it was in, it got closer to me and sat down to me. So I mean, these butterflies, to me, they seem like that they are social, friendly,
Okay.
curious, and, you know, really unusual. You know, maybe other butterflies are like this too. I've never had such a personal, close relationship with butterflies, and I kind of like it.
I hear you.
And
Maybe they just know you're not going to harm them.
maybe. I mean,
Maybe they
honestly,
can sense it.
they can. I actually read something the other day that the animals, and I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody said that the animals can sense whether or not you would harm them, or that you intend to harm them. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And
Maybe they learn new things every day.
yeah. And also, we have an unidentified animal in our neighborhood. Would you like to tell them more about this?
It's unidentified.
But how do we know it's there?
Oh, Eliana told me. No, we hear it when we go walking.
And what does it sound like? You do a good impression. Come on. Yeah. Well, I don't know. That sounds more like a cow. I think.
Oh, okay.
Wait, when it does it, he can like if he hears it,
Oh yeah.
he can mimic it exactly. And I will tell you the closest thing. We have looked up animal sounds online.
Well.
About trying to find out what it could possibly be. I don't know. Did you?
Mm.
Oh well, we didn't. Yeah, my dad did, and I did,
Okay.
and
She was just trying to figure out what I was.
But anyway, it sounds the most like an elephant, and so I'm like, I think one of our neighbors might have an elephant.
That would be interesting. Can you imagine the fertilizer we could get?
I don't know what kind of animal this is, but it's got to be an unusual, exotic animal, whatever it is, because you know we've never heard anything like it around here. I mean, honestly, it's interesting though. It makes going outside quite interesting to hear this exotic animal. I really would like to see it. You know, it would be interesting, but I don't know where it is. So yeah. Do you have any exotic animals in your neighborhood?
Maybe you live down the road.
If so, leave a comment below. Yeah. So,
Did we have any questions this week?
not that I've seen. So if you have any questions at all you would like us to answer, leave them below and we'll try to get to it next week. There's no reason why we wouldn't. Yeah. So you have a question, we'll answer it next week. And what else would you like to talk about, dear? Dear?
Now, I'm not on 4 legs running out the legs, right?
Oh no, not that kind of deer. actually on Netflix there's a movie I saw called The Secret Life of Deer. I haven't checked it out yet.
I've seen that, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I have to watch that.
Now, our older daughter told me, yeah,
Right.
that she thinks it might be like one of those Nature Channel kind of movies, and I was like, well, if I watch and it
Look
is,
at
I'll
the
cut it
nail.
off. Yeah.
As it runs up the hill. As you see the tiger.
Yeah, see, I don't want to see no
Get that
prey. I don't want to see the prey
He
thing.
said, wow, look at him run.
Is Daddy telling jokes? Is Daddy telling jokes? Yeah. Yeah. And also, if you have any video suggestions, leave it below just in general. Because, you know, there's so many topics we're interested in. And that's why you see, you know, we just kind of try to go everywhere as far as topics are concerned within the natural realm of things. Or also supernatural, why not? And supernatural and natural, they coincide together. You know, supernatural created natural. And that's why we love natural, because our God created it.
There you go.
So that's what I mean by all that. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, please let us know, because we're open to suggestions. Or, you know, just anything you're curious about that you'd like us to do some research on and tell you our take on it. That'd be
Right.
cool too.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to him. And what else? What else do you want to talk about? Anything on your mind? Anything new? Anything old? Anything borrowed? Anything blue?
Blue. Yeah, I mean, you've been doing some, yes, right.
Yeah.
You've been doing some daily journals on what you're eating and things.
Yeah, I started doing what I eat in a day, and I'll probably do that tomorrow or the next day again.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Just to give you guys an idea of what I eat. If you want any ideas that you might implement in your own life, perhaps.
I did lose 4.5 pounds last week.
That's great. I hope I didn't find it. Well, you know, a lot of people say they release the weight. And, you know, that's a good thing to say, because, you know, if you lose it, you don't want to find it. You want to gain your health and release the excess weight. So that's good. And I have been exercising more myself. Billy's inspired me. A lot of people have inspired me.
I'm the inspiration.
Yeah. The Raw Access, Brittany, she's had a lot of fitness challenges the last few months. And, you know, I had told her that seeing those, it really did kind of inspire me too. Even though I didn't really do them at that time, it did, like, you know, inspire me. And so, and Billy, and my older daughter too, she was telling me, we were thinking about ways to improve my, like, reaction time and depth perception.
There you go.
It's such a surprise, that I may need that. But I've been doing the Wii Fitness, and it really does strengthen. Yeah, well, I do wear glasses when I drive, but I really do think that my vision has improved, though. I don't feel like I have a vision problem, really. And being on the Wii, it really does help with reaction time and stuff like that.
That's good.
And plus, it's fun. I mean, I like to do the bike, ride around the island on the bike, and fly to the bird
She
game.
just likes that
All
living
kinds
on
of
an
stuff.
island. The only thing is this is a little short man going, the plane, boss, the plane.
Yeah. We would like to
Very
visit
good.
an island,
The
yeah.
plane.
But anyway, that's fun, and I've been doing more walking, and I really am planning on starting back on the rebounder. Hadn't done it lately, but yeah, that's, and hopefully in the near future. Every bit of fitness that I add in is, you know, I'm liking it.
Great.
And I want to start riding the bike as well. Billy's been riding the bike some, and you know, he didn't slack off on his exercise.
No.
Now, I wanted to touch on stress a little bit, because I feel like that's one reason why I did slack off on my exercise. Yeah.
That's right. She slacked off.
It's because this last year or so, you know, I've had a lot of stress, and
Yes, you have.
I'm not really going to go into a lot of detail right now on it, but it really took a big toll on me in a lot of ways, and you know, increasing the exercise and doing things like going to bed, trying to go to bed at a decent time, you know, earlier, because I have a tendency to stay up later. But I think that it really does benefit my body to be going to bed a little earlier. So just, you know, little things like that to help get my energy level back up. and to renew myself.
The thing of it is, I guess what she's touching on is, fitness is great.
It's a part.
It's a part. It's one of the parts, components. You got fitness. You got to have your rest. Your body's got to, I guess you could say, regenerate itself.
Yeah, exactly.
And the most your body will regenerate itself is when you're asleep.
That's true. That's very true. And also nutrition, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, and I've been focusing a lot more too on micronutrients again, because some things that I felt like may have been missing from my diet, or low, things like silica and calcium may have been on the lower side, which there's a big debate and a lot of research saying that people probably don't need as much calcium as they think they do, and a lot of the other minerals such as boron and silica and stuff like that are very important for bone health as well. So I think it's a big synergy of things that people don't fully understand. So I mean, I'm not telling you don't eat your calcium and stuff like that.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, well, I don't really know. I mean, I guess people are coming from genetic weaknesses and all kinds of things. So you're right. Everybody may have their own weaknesses or whatever, and their own needs. But yeah, and doing some things to build myself back up from going down kind of challenging with a lot of stress. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, but I look back, at some other videos, and I could tell, I felt more vibrant. And then, this last year or so, I could tell, looking at myself that I just wasn't like I had been, and I could feel it too.
And that's the most important part, is that you know it, and you know what you got to do. You know how to do it. It's just now you just got to do it.
Yeah, and it's really important to deal with stress well too. It's easy to not deal with it well. It's very important for me to read my Bible every day and to pray every day, and to really have the mindset of being positive and knowing that God is in control and all of that. Because when I take it upon myself or look at things in a negative way, I mean, because you have like a worldview, and if you stick with that worldview and stick with the positivity and look at the bigger picture, it's a lot easier.
Yeah. Now, me, and I don't know about any of you. Leave a comment down below on how you deal with stress. But me, I'll listen to something relaxing, and for me, exercise just releases that stress to me.
Yeah.
Because like if I go out on the treadmill, I guess that's why I do 3 to 5 miles a day, because I'm releasing that stress.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I had gotten to the point though where I just didn't have energy, and so
sometimes you just got that's where you got to dig down, and you just got to.
It was a lot deeper than that.